going hard as fuck.
An AI generated image
What
of
the fuck did I just hear? Why ass niggas going hard as fuck? Is that, do these guys want to be racist or do you want to be black people? Pick one.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack.
Instagram has an alt-right problem. Video by Saji Sharma. Please, I have no idea how to say your name. I hope I didn't butcher it. Never seen this guy before. Obviously, he has over 280,000 subs. God damn. God damn. That's a lot of subs, man. That's a lot of subs, man. So, yeah, he's doing his thing. And, yeah. Let's see what he's got to say, man. Alt-right problem.
You know what conservatives will never be good at? Art. Art is something that conservatives will always be increasingly bad at because there's just a fundamental lack of understanding when it comes to the human experience. And thus, how to evoke feeling that isn't just dictated based on such a materially altered experience.
Sorry, this music is getting to me like dung 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 dung. I've never really heard this opinion before in my entire life, so where conservatives don't know art, which I don't know, maybe, I don't fucking know.
You can't accept drag as a form of art. Do you even know what art is? Sure, they have community. Arguably more community than among the left. But it's a farce. While there is more of a cohort when it comes to political identity, due to the digestible and easy to grasp concepts of the right-wing ideology, that ideology is rooted in hyper-individualism. Survival of the fittest, every man for himself, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. This is the core of conservatism. I can't get out of the accent. This is the core of conservatism and ultimately, capitalism. The two work hand in hand in such an incestuous manner, it makes you wonder how we didn't notice them fucking sooner. Well, it's because they've normalized it. Now, while we're a lot more frayed, the left is rooted in community. Maybe not liberalism nowadays, or for many a days, liberalism is basically just being moderate, but the core of socialism is community, something that we can't seem to find. So, why are conservatives, whose perspective on life is literally based in helping yourself before you help your neighbor, able to find more common ground, more footing, and have more of an influence than those of us whose beliefs are actually centered around community itself?
Okay, one thing I will say about conservatism is obviously they really do believe in capital, and when we remember what socialism really ended up becoming, Russia did that. That was communism. Communism is socialism at its core, if you haven't realized that. Where everybody works together, everybody is equal in terms of, yeah, you do one job, you could be a cleaner, or you can be a flipping accountant and you're making the exact same bread. That's what socialism is to the max degree. Now, I'm not saying he's saying that's what he wants for people in terms of America. I'm sure that's not what he's saying. But if you can't just completely disregard some of the values that are coming from conservatism, because conservatism is capital, right? You have someone that's valuable, more valuable than somebody else, so that's why you can ask for a higher price. You bring more skills to the table so that when you want to go apply for a job, you get it before the next guy because you got more skills, you're more valuable. So you get paid more. So as much as he's got hitting at the conservatives right now, you gotta have a bit of both. Like, yes, there's definitely things you could take from both, like socialism, making it to where everybody has an equal start, and obviously that's where capitalism fails at. It's hard. It's a hard one, you know. It's hard. Anyway, let me finish.
Well, it's because of social media. The current social media landscape thrives on short and clickable content that right-wing propaganda does a very good job of formatting too. Social media has been the great propaganda machine of this decade that will surely go down in the history books. Unless Trump has something to say about that, obviously. Speaking of Trump, I gotta cover all my bases here. Sure, I think my channel is objectively better than anything Jimmy Kimmel has ever done. I'm sure you can agree to that. But I can't risk being taken off the air. So, Supreme Leader Donald J. Trump, oh, how I bow down to thee. Give all of my...
You know how funny this is? Because a lot of Americans are actually like this. They glaze the hell out of Donald Trump. And he's doing so much bad for your country, and they just look past that and just be like, oh, look what he's really done, mate. I mean, one thing you cannot deny about what Donald Trump has done, he has stopped a lot of wars. He's stopped a lot of wars. Or at least he's trying to. In terms of Gaza, Israel, the Ukrainian war, he's stepped in and he's done something straight away. He's literally not been a day where this guy's not doing something, man. And that's something where a lot of presidents, I imagine, envy that. Being able to just, not even presidents, but political world leaders, I bet they wish they could do what Donald Trump does in terms of just being everywhere, active, just do it all, you know. But obviously, Donald Trump has flaws. There's no president that's going to be the best president. There's no such thing as a perfect president. There's only the best out of a bad situation. It's like the UK, man. Like, we all thought, you know, Rishi Sunak, he was just going to ruin the country, and he was the Tory party. Yeah, we all thought, oh, you know what, we've had enough of them, mate. They've been ruining the country, and they were for literally decades. And then we put in a Labour leader, and then immediately it's gone to shit. And it's almost worse, actually. It's almost worse because he's cutting things from people that are the most vulnerable, disabled people, old people. He's trying to cut that, but once again, the reason why he's doing it is because he has no resources, because the Tory party, has obviously made it nearly impossible for him to make a good thing out of the situation, because they've sold off everything. So he made it much harder for him. So, which I kind of feel sorry for Keir Starmer, low key, because things are just too tough in the situation he's been put in, and he's been putting in work. He's been trying. Obviously, he's like the worst Labour leader we've seen, but at the same time, he got put into a situation where it was pretty much impossible for him to win, and now he's getting blamed for that shit. So it's bullshit for him, but that's neither here nor there, man. People voted you in to do something substantial, actually good, to help the UK economy, you help the UK in general, and you're not doing that. At the same time, you literally didn't get you got the worst cards dealt. That's every president. That's every world leader. That's never really. Anyway, I don't think there's anything really wrong with Donald Trump. I just think the tariffs has definitely been the worst thing he's done for the American population. 100%.
Services and gratitude to thee, and would never, ever, ever even think about talking ill of thee. Charlie Kirk was my idol.
Why does he sound like this, bro? He sounds more British than American.
And forgotten as he was a decent. No, he was a good. No, he was okay at some things. No, Charlie Kirk was a person. No.
That was just the intro. Oh my days.
Now, I've already said my piece about Charlie Kirk in a YouTube post. If you would like to read it, you can pause here.
Let's see what it says. Charlie Kirk was shot yesterday. I want to speak on this for obvious reasons, such as, but especially since my video on his college debates is being pushed by the algorithm right now. That boy eating, man, he eating right now. While I do not think that Charlie should have been killed, which nobody should ever be killed, that should never be a thing unless you're a rapist, then yes, you deserve to be flipping killed, hanged, everything. The martyr, oh my god, I don't know how you say that word. Martyring? I have no idea. Martyring, let's say that. And posthumous. Yeah, bro, I need to read more words. What the fuck does that mean? Occurring, awarded, or appearing after the death of the originator. While I do not think that Charlie should have been killed, the martyring and posthumous glorification of a man that was so radically and abhorrently ignorant to season the murder of innocent schoolchildren at the hands of gun violence, or innocent Palestinians that have been consistently bombed, his ignorance towards women, adults, and children being able to have a choice over their own body, or trans people even fucking existing, is absolutely and evidently disgusting. Now, I'm not gonna lie, he's right. 100%. The clips I've been seeing about this guy, Charlie Kirk, at first I just saw this guy on YouTube. And this was back when I was younger, like, I'm talking like maybe 5-ish years ago, like when I was around like 18 or so, yeah, like around 18. Because I'm 22 now. But when I was around 18, I heard this guy one time, I just never watched him again. So I never really knew that he was pulling these types of statements about people on the internet. People were eating up, and it's only recently where I found out that, oh my god, this guy was fucking insane. This guy was literally a racist, misogynist, right wing, bro. He's a right winger, which ain't the worst thing in the world, but right now that is the worst thing in the world. Fascist. all of the above. And yeah, there's so many people who don't know that and still back this guy after his death, even though you got all the facts, everything's laid out in front of you, and you're still saying, I like Charlie Kirk. Me personally, as BSW, nigga, I do not fucking fuck with Charlie Kirk, bro. No way in hell. I don't mess with that nigga. No doubt, bro.
No one cared when it was, just kind of paper shufflers or even engineers. But now when it's like, wait, hold on a second. You're going to remove my appendix and you're a black lesbian.
The same people that made fun of George Floyd's murder and criticized, yeah, that's another thing. George Floyd. Can't believe it was on this guy's dick so much, bro.
So did you know that what Derek Chauvin did to George Floyd was actually in the police manual training? It was completely justified. And
obviously, I don't think he should have been murdered or assassinated, but I do believe he should have not have had a platform so big to where he just lied to people. Blatantly. Straight up lying. Same people that made fun of George Floyd's murder and criticized people for making a martyr out of him are doing just that for Charlie Kirk. 100%. Shame, especially on the liberal institutions spreading a narrative like this. Death is a terrible and sad thing that I do not think Charlie deserved. 100% not. But he should be remembered in the same light that we saw while he was alive. Facts. As a right-wing extremist who undermined the livelihoods of millions for his own personal gain, he definitely did that. May Charlie Kirk rest, but it better not be in goddamn peace. Yeah, man. 100%, man. Just because you die doesn't... Yeah, just because a rapist dies doesn't mean he's free of all sin. Even though I'm not even a Christian, but when I say sin, I mean of all the wrongdoers you've done. You don't get freed from that shit. So why is that the same for Charlie Kirk? Why wouldn't that be the same for Charlie Kirk? It should be. It is.
Here, but there's a lot of nuance when it comes to understanding what it is that we feel. And I think that it is a very humane and intrinsic thing to feel empathy for the tragic death of an individual, while also thinking that that individual was a racist scumbag who shouldn't be remembered as such. Now, this video is not about Charlie. It's about the legacy that he's leaving behind. Because while he can no longer monetize off of taking advantage of the naivete of young college students, there is still a vacuum that has to be filled. And unfortunately for us, there is a massive conservative cultural shift going on with many candidates rearing their heads ready to go. And today, we're talking about that conservative shift mainstream and on social media.
I don't believe in coincidences. 100% not.
Specifically, on Instagram. Speaking of mainstream, my good friend Hassan and I just interviewed a student present at the Charlie Kirk assassination for the new channel that we just started called Mainstream Media, where we're doing a news broadcast spoof and taking a satirical approach to all things news and media. So if you're interested in any of that, please go check out and support the channel. Anyway, back to the video. I mentioned conservatives being bad at art. I didn't say that for no reason. Did you know that the online right is so organized that they have a community merch store? Well, they do. Red Pill Threads. Become the resistance. My favorite bit is conservatives pretending to be the resistance. The guy you voted for is in office. What are you resisting? I don't know, I guess any critical thinking skills whatsoever. This is a website for a right-wing themed merch store in which right-wing creators advertise for. I don't know to what extent these creators are affiliated with the designing of the merch, but they sure as hell promote it regardless. Let's
wait, hold on, let me look at this. What is this? What the fuck is this, bro? Who is this meant to be, bro? What are these shirts, man? This, oh gosh, look at this guy, bro. Like, look at his face. You think this guy pulls bitches, bro? I doubt he does. This nigga's fat, he's fat, overweight, hair is fucked up. What the fuck is this? What is this?
Creators advertise for. I don't know to what extent these creators are affiliated with the designing of the merch, but they sure as hell promote it regardless. Let's take a look at some of their art. Fight the Globalists. A shirt of Alex Jones photoshopped in place of a musician. Looks familiar. Is it Travis Scott? I don't want to get that one wrong. Nice. Nick Fuentes quote. Not his strongest, I'd say.
White ass going hard as fuck.
An AI generated image
What
of
the fuck did I just hear? Why ass niggas going hard as fuck? Is that, do these guys want to be racist or do you want to be black people? Pick one. Pick one, bro. Do you want to be black or not? Like, what is this? These guys want to be black so bad so they'll demonize black people instead of just owning up that you like the culture. You just rather just attack it. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
Burger King guy who called black people the N-word on a plane.
That's where that
This
shirt
is
comes
one of the-
from. Oh my days. Okay, well, I get it. There's no point in me getting mad over some dumb shit like this. It's just dumb, bro. It's
Guys,
just
we're talking
dumb,
about,
bro.
so don't forget about him.
Like, America's a wild place, bro. Like, people like this actually exist. Fuck, they make money off it. Fuck it.
AI generated image of the lady who called a black woman and her son the N-word. Nice, I'm starting to notice a pattern
Sort of,
here. If you
sort
haven't
of.
noticed, this might make it a bit more clear.
I was for a disabled black kid, by the way.
That is a hat with the N-word on it, made by a creator who goes by the name Woman Propaganda, who went viral recently for wearing this hat by a creator.
$40 for a racist hat. If you want to be a part of our crew, you gotta pay $40 to wear this on your head and represent our white supremacy. Oh yeah.
Who goes by the name Woman Propaganda, who went viral recently for wearing this hat and doing a Nazi
Oh,
salute.
look at this fucking goonball, bro. Standing right next to him, bro. I can't believe I actually used to think this guy was alright. I never rocked with half of the shit he said because the way he would treat women, I just never fucked with it. Like, would you treat your mom that way? I doubt it, bro. So the fact she would treat other women that way is insane. And that scares me, man. I don't even want to get into. I don't want to get in between your relationship with your mother, but yo, I just hope and pray you don't treat your mom the way you treat your fucking women around you, bro. And the fucking racist, he's sat and right. Anyway, no point wasting my time on this guy. This fucking Nazi racist Kanye wannabe dickhead.
With our old pal Myron Gaines. A few years ago, this would have been content found in the depths of the alt-right pipeline. And now, not only is it viral, but it's mainstream too. Both this creator and Hermes Did It Again, another far-right conservative creator, are two of the largest influencers on their end of the political spectrum today. They both present perfect examples of the type of conservative culture and content that is so explicitly dangerous and so worryingly mainstream. They are also the perfect examples of the type of people that both looked up to and idolized Charlie Kirk before his death, and are now creating a martyr out of him after his passing. So let's take a look.
I don't know about you, but I would not
Oh,
want
this
to go
clip.
on a cruise that looked like this.
This clip.
Probably smells like cocoa butter, fried chicken. There's probably some watermelon somewhere.
Probably smells like weed.
Definitely smells like weed.
Bro, I'm so glad there was an ad break there. I can't lie, because guess what? White people, Asian people, black people all use weed at the exact same rate. And yet you think it's only exclusive to black people.
Truly the creme de la creme of online content. Really makes you think. Not only is this lazy and over-the-top racism
Okay, cool. I was about to say, just say it's racist, bro. This is cool. You know what it
that
is.
just serves to please lazy and over-the-top racists, it's also just that good. Conservative content has to be content slop because the politics are political slop. This is Hayden McDougal or Woman Propaganda. Hayden
He actually
is
just,
like if
he
Nick
actually calls himself Woman Propaganda. What the fuck, bro? I know he gets no bitches. Bro. What was that quote by fucking San Andreas? No, not San Andreas, by GTA 5, bro. Maybe we're such a cornball, maybe you get some bitches on your dick. Nigga. I don't know how it really goes, but anyway. Fucking hell.
was born with more height, but less brain. He's just as far right politically, just as outspoken about his beliefs, but for some reason isn't banned on places like Instagram or YouTube. And his content is really just rage bait and political slop. Sure, Nick Fuentes is evil, but his evilness involves some form of critical thought, however maleficent and incorrect it may be. Hayden, on the other hand, is like a caricature of a conservative. He's just like a parrot that says the same offensive lines over and over again. Now, the name of his account is Woman Propaganda because his whole shtick was reacting to and debunking feminists, or really any woman that is advocating for herself.
I saw someone say, at the end of the day, women can trust a bear to be a bear, but can't trust a human man to be humane.
How freaking depressing.
How freaking depressing. Girls will have a body count over 10 and then hop on a podcast and pretend like they're still human.
Imagine making...
Okay. I know this is just meant to rage bait me. I get it. That's the whole point of why he has such a fucking huge following. Because people, first of all, people believe he's joking. Second of all, my nigga, a lot of incels think this shit. That just because a woman has a body count above 10, they're no longer a woman anymore. Now, I'm not saying women should go out and start, you know, fucking everything that moves. I'm not saying that, because why would you do that? Meaningless sex is meaningless sex. There's nothing you gain from it. The same thing to guys too. I say the same shit. I say the same thing to guys as well, bro. Pussy's amazing. Don't get me twisted. Pussy's amazing. One of the greatest things that's ever been created on this earth. But meaningless sex is just meaningless, bro. And I hold that same type of standard to both genders, bro. But he won't point out men doing that, will he? He won't do that. So what? So does that mean men also who have a body count above 10 are no longer human? Fucking dumb.
Fun of women when you kind of sound like one. Just to be clear, I don't care.
No, he doesn't sound like a woman. He sounds like a bitch. He sounds like a bitch. A bitch who gets no bitches. That's what he sounds like.
People sound or how anyone presents themselves. It's just the fact that this guy does care. He cares a lot. So it's a little ironic. And to have the gall to spew the bullshit you're spewing with any voice, but specifically this one, I mean, it's grating. Especially now that Hayden's become more infamous for saying something else. And I'll give you a hint. He put it on a hat.
This and a godly woman. This.
What am I even doing with my life?
Was this your white
This
woman?
video went mega viral.
It was literally a white woman. Oh my god.
Because white man say word he's not supposed to, and Instagram doesn't even censor it, let alone take it down. That's right, that's me bleeping it, not Hayden. This is just genuinely horrific content. Again, my problem with conservatives is not that they make offensive jokes, it's that they're not good at it. Offensive jokes can be funny. You just have to know how to be funny. This is just saying
100%.
words for shock value. Look at me, I can say that women aren't human, and I can say the N-word. I'm edgy. That's awesome. No one fucking cares. The only people that care
no, people do care. Oh wait, hold on. What's he gonna say?
are the ones that glorify this behavior. The ones that are emboldened by Hayden's courage. And now, this is like all he does.
I went viral saying a few times.
Do you think with the A it should be controversial to say it?
No. I don't think you should really get in trouble for saying any word, but the A...
You shouldn't be in trouble for being a pedophile. Saying, oh yes, you love kids. Sexually. That should be... With that logic, that's the dumbest shit of all time, bro. That's the dumbest shit of all time. You should get in trouble for saying certain words, saying certain things. Holding certain values, yes. You should be held accountable to the words that you've said. Yes, freedom of speech, but there's everything you say has consequences, man.
For sure.
Again, he's not bleeping it out. I am. What kind of an interviewer has on a guest like this? Holy shit. 12 million followers, top 3 ranked education show on Apple. We're so cooked, it's not even funny.
Wait, what?
He even
That's
went
what I
on
don't
Fresh
get.
and Fit.
Why would you give that guy a platform? Why would you give that racist misogynist a platform? Like, why? Why not just let him go? Let him fuck off. Because now there's 12 million people he's been exposed to.
Podcast and said it there too, which that one's less surprising.
He is too. I'll give you a pass. I'm sorry.
If she wants me to say it, I'll say it.
Some people say I'm not black, and some people say I'm Arab.
Give me the pass.
I give you the pass.
I want you to guess how many followers this jackass has. Now take that number and multiply it by 5, because he has over 1 million followers on Instagram. Over 1 million people saw this video and other videos like it and thought, now this is quality content. Not only are we going to go extinct sooner than we'd like to, but we deserve it. Now the other creator that
Whoa. Don't wrap me in that shit. You can wrap the races there. Those guys will go extinct. Guess what? You don't like women? Oh shit. If women don't like you, guess what? You don't procreate. They're gonna go extinct. Don't wrap yourself in that, bro. Absolutely not, bro. What was your name again? Damn, I forgot your name. Sarji, don't wrap yourself in that shit, bro. When you're saying, don't say we. Those people are gonna go extinct. Not you.
wanted to talk about doesn't explicitly say slurs, at least on camera, but he is just as far right and maybe more stupid too. His name is Hermes Did It Again. Hermes is another interviewer and self-proclaimed unbiased journalist, which we've had the pleasure of covering a few of those on the channel. And usually, if you're the one clarifying you're an unbiased journalist, you're not unbiased or a journalist. Hermes, like Hayden, is unable to apply any critical thinking skills into any of his questions or arguments whatsoever. Which is why, when he was actually present for the Mehdi Hassan Jubilee
I've seen this guy.
he didn't go up to debate him even a single time. You probably didn't even notice him in the episode. He can't even stand on the bullshit he spews. How sad. Hermes does more of the same clip farming, slop content, almost political malpractice, if you will. It's stupid, it's surface level, and it works. Now, just a quick trigger warning, again, like Hayden, Hermes is a white supremacist, which Hermes does sound like a white supremacist name, so awesome job to the parents. You guys were spot on. That's like if I named my kid Firefighter and then he became a firefighter. But Hermes' line of questioning and choice of words are a bit brash, so if you're a person of color or queer, just keep that in mind.
What's your favorite animal?
Monkey.
Yeah, that's why I've seen this guy. He does street interviews and just says the wildest shit. And then women are always like, what? The definition of no bitches, bro. I'm telling you.
Do you think black people should be born in prison and then released for good behavior?
What did you get from my answer about my animals to that question? How did that come up?
Yeah, so, yeah. There's really not a lot for me to debunk here because he's just like explicitly racist and obviously wrong. High crime rates stem from high poverty, which stems from low access to resources, which we infamously and historically withhold from black people. But I know that Hermes here just thinks that black people and people of color are subhuman. So any argument I make won't change the mind of anyone that thinks like this.
How long can you cry victim for? Like, that was ages ago at this point. Are you gonna cry victim for the rest of your life? Like, are you still oppressed? Like, I understand even the CIA brought drugs or whatever, invented rap music to try to hurt the black community, but...
Wait,
what? This guy hates black people so much. So much. He doesn't even want to give credit to the creators themselves. That is hilarious. They want to claim black music, but then one turn around and say, nah, rap music is awful. But then you're claiming you made it? I'm getting a fucking headache talking about this shit. On my life, bro. On my life, I'm getting a headache.
Wait, the CIA invented rap music? Did I hear that right?
You definitely did.
Was that real?
Even the CIA brought drugs or whatever, invented rap music.
That might be the most woke thing I've ever heard. The CIA has their hands in a lot of shit, sure, but I really don't think that evil white people were capable of inventing something as good as rap music. That is so funny. So he seems to be aware that there's at least a little bit of government intervention or systemic meddling, but can't even acknowledge it a little bit. You're gonna tell me that it's just in people's DNA to be addicted to drugs when you know the CIA planted drugs in marginalized and susceptible communities? When you know the CIA invented rap music? This is the same interviewer, by the way, the one who forgot he had a photo shoot and I guess didn't have time to do his hair. Who is this guy and why is he interviewing the worst people in the world? Anyway, Hermes has no idea what he's talking about. And the influence he has is a little bit worrying. But the good news is that the majority of people
a little bit worrying. A little bit. Nah. No, nigga, it's just worrying. It's not even worrying, it's just the truth at hand. There's that many people who would watch this guy and say, yep, I believe what you believe. And it's a problem. But it's not a problem you can solve because these people will not change because they will never educate themselves and try and find any more information outside of the communities that they are already part of. It's called not going outside of your bubble. They feel comfortable being racist, so they stay racist. They've already made it a part of their identity, so they're like, you know what, I'm gonna just stay racist.
Hear interviews has similar reactions to what we've seen, which is just kind of being taken aback and confused. The people that tend to pretend like this line of questioning is normal are other bigoted conservative creators that are just doing a collab with Hermes. So it eases my mind and it should ease yours that the average person and the average interaction does not reflect your daily scroll on Instagram.
Would it be a little odd if in some...
Of course not. I don't believe most people are racist. I genuinely don't. But when you keep seeing things that prove that people are racist, like let's say for example, a channel like Charlie Kirk, who had 7 million subscribers, who a majority of his content was fascist, racist, misogynist, all of the above, you could fucking throw out of Charlie Kirk. And 7 million people said, yep, I want to listen to this guy. And then when you have people inside of the UK, Tony Robinson, millions of followers. When he throws a rally, millions of people show up to his rallies. If you saw, I don't know if you know about it, but there was a video by NDL, so Nico Milano, and he went undercover and went through this Tommy Robinson rally and saw majority racist. Straight up, just shouting that shit. And that's the UK. I thought we were past that shit. I used to think that, but and even when it comes to looking around the world, majority of the world is just racist towards black people, and it's just the case. And I never understand why. I never understand why. And I think everybody's just been eating up the lies that white people have been spouting out, and that ain't gonna change anytime soon.
One's religious book, it said the age of consent is 3.
What? Wait, what did he say? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
That's so funny. That's so funny. What? Sorry, we can't hear you. We're too busy trying to have fun. He's such a loser. Oh my God, leave these people alone. They came out to have a good night and you're just being Islamophobic and ruining it. Yeah, we on the left make everything political. Jesus Christ.
Would you rather have an all-black national soccer team that wins or an all-white English national team that loses?
I mean, as an Aussie, like, mate, it is what it is. Like, you get the win, you get the win. Ain't about colour, boys. Ain't about colour. It's all about getting the win, mate. So.
Good answer.
Do you think a black guy can be English?
Of course, mate. Yeah. Like, I've only been in 2 months.
Oh, that's wrong. Black guy can't be English because he's not English. A black guy can be British, but he's Australian, so he doesn't know the difference. So fair enough. That guy.
And like most English fellas I've met, the black fellas, mate, like they're good boys. Like
this poor guy being interviewed probably thinks he's on a prank show. Like, yeah, black people can be Australian. In fact, it doesn't actually matter who you are or what you look like in order to be accepted. I also like what he says at the end.
If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. Doesn't matter about skin tone, mate.
If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt. Oh man, I love Australians, man. It's so funny, bro. Because they all talk like that. I love it, man. I love it. If you're a good cunt, you're a good cunt.
Breaking it down for Hermes on the most basic level his tiny brain can comprehend.
Are you pro-Palestine?
Yeah, of course. Free Palestine.
Are you pro the LGBT community?
I am gay.
This guy's so stupid. This guy's so dumb. That's so funny. Are you pro the LGBT community? I'm gay.
What do you know what would happen to LGBT people in Palestine?
Yeah, but I don't care.
Really?
Because something bad is happening to them, so it doesn't matter if they would support me or not. I'm still going to respect them as
Wait,
humans.
is he trying to say he wants people to say that Palestine is good? The things that's happening in Palestine is good. Why am I surprised? Like, why am I surprised at this guy? Like, you know what? Yeah, I think I've seen enough of this guy. Innit? I've seen enough of this guy. Is it just gonna be this guy for the rest of the video? It is. I get it. We get it now. I think we get the point. There's racist content creators out there. They're on Instagram. They're on YouTube. They're everywhere. And you gotta watch out, people. And I mean my people. I mean black people, bro. You need. Bro, niggas gotta stand up, bro. Gotta say no more, bro. You gotta look out for each other, bro. Real talk, man. Because the world is a dangerous place for black people. Anywhere you go, man, you gotta make sure your family stays safe, man. Real talk. Because these people are putting lies in people's brains, in other races' brains, to make it harder for us. So you gotta stay woke. I don't even want to say woke, but I guess that's the only word I can use right now. But you gotta be careful, man. Real talk. But my black people know that already, man. So yeah, we're gonna end the video there. Please let me know down in the comments below whether you agree with some of the things in the video, which I highly hope you don't. Yeah, show like if you guys came through me, go subscribe to this guy Saji Sharma because he seems like a good one. Yeah. Stay strong, bro. Love.